Yeah, I'm flying.
Hi guys, my name is Portia. Welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for joining this channel and joining my journey. And secondly, I need to apologize, you guys. I haven't made a video since the second week of school, and I am done with the first semester of CRNA school. So this video is just going to be like a recap of my first semester to let you guys know how it went and what I think about it, and damn it, is it worth it? So yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned. Okay guys, so first of all, disclaimer or warning maybe. Okay, so since being in CRNA school, I have picked up a few bad words. Okay, so I use profanity a lot now when normally I would not. So if I drop the F-bomb or if I say shit a few times, just know that it's just comes out now. so if you hear it, don't, hey, sorry, I'm apologizing now for it. Okay, so I have some notes for some topics that I want to cover, so let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is, what do I feel? Do I feel that CRNA school is hard? I get that question all the time. So this first semester, I would say the hardest part was trying to juggle just being a full-time student, because you go from being a full-time employee to having a routine of your own to then having to switch it out to become a full-time student. Not only becoming a full-time student, but also having to juggle studying for multiple exams, doing projects, doing papers, doing homework, and still having to maintain a B average in all of your classes. So for me, the hardest thing this semester was juggling everything and still being successful. Was I great on time management this semester? I would say no. So as an ICU nurse, or a nurse in general, I felt that I was very well organized and that I used my time very wisely and I was good at managing time. However, not so much in school. It was just different. So I would end up putting things off to the last minute, feeling that, okay, if I need to write a paper, then I'll have enough time to do it. And I ended up, I just didn't prioritize and time manage right like I should have. And so I ended up doing a lot of late nights, going off of caffeine and energy drinks. I started off the semester really good. I was on top of everything, studying. I had my schedule. And then once that first exam hit, after the round one exams, the projects were starting to be due, papers were starting to be due. So everything started running together. So it became like, damn, it was just a lot to manage. And so I would say my first semester, what I learned is that I have bad study habits. So in undergrad nursing, I guess depending on what type of school you attended in undergrad, some classes that you could just wing it. In other classes, you had to study and put the time in. So for me, I realized that my study habits from undergrad were not good. And so I had to adjust my studying probably around mid-semester. And I had to understand that the way that I study for pharmacology isn't the same as I would study for for anatomy. Two different teachers, two different teaching styles, and different material. So it was adjusting that as well. But other than that, I wouldn't really complain much about it. I went into CRNA school knowing that it was going to be a shit ton of work, that it was going to take up most of my time. I knew that, but I didn't know that. Like you have an idea, but until you actually go through it, it's like, well, damn, okay. Well, damn, like, no, you have no time for anything besides school and school. Really. So my goals for next semester is to manage my time better and to set boundaries, make sure that I'm done with school by 10, 11 at night, make sure that I'm in bed at a decent time, make sure that I take one day a week for myself, whether it's hanging out with friends, whether it's hanging with family, whether it's just doing nothing, just one day a week to myself. And I have to do that to maintain sanity, because let me tell you, this semester there was at least twice, especially during the last 4 weeks, where I was like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Like, this is too damn much. It was just a lot going on at once. And during the 4 weeks of class, we ended up having to, because of COVID, they decided to stop in-class sessions and do everything online. But around that time is whenever we were told that we had to do papers for chemistry class, paper for anatomy class, and then we had a teacher who wanted us to do a paper on COVID. So it was just so much going on top of studying, on top of them trying to figure out how we're going to do exams. It was just very stressful, and I took a moment and I had to really think about it. I took a day and I had to really think, do I want to keep going? It was a moment where I felt that it was just too much, and I couldn't see myself having to be under this kind of stress for another 8 semesters. It became overwhelming to think about. So for one day, I took time away from school. I didn't talk to anybody I didn't talk to any friends. No, I didn't talk to anybody. I took that one day and I just sat and I had to think, that I really want to keep going. And what I ended up doing was taking some time away and just spending some time with God and praying, and with God and in prayer. And I had to just get a definite answer to know to keep going. But here I am. So of course, just spending time in scripture and with God just revived me, I guess, renewed my spirit rather, and it gave me the energy to keep going. So now I know that, yeah, shit's gonna get tough, and you just have to pick up the pieces of it, or put it all together and just keep going. I mean, because it's not impossible, because people do this all the time. It's just getting through, right? So yeah, so that was it. This semester really wasn't bad. So my classes I had was advanced pharmacology. We talked a lot about medications that we give in the ICU, drips and whatnot, and we talk about, it was about how those medications interact on a cellular level, receptors, and how they affect the body, and how they would interact with anesthetics. But we didn't go into anesthetics this semester. I had an advanced AP course. I had an evidence-based course. I had chemistry and physics. And then I had an equipment course. So learning the anesthesia machine and how it works. So this semester wasn't bad. I mean, now I look back on it, it wasn't bad, but at some points going through it, I was just like, what the hell, you know? But perseverance and motivation keeps you going. And I always get this question, do I have any complaints about the school? So Kaiser University is where I attend. And it's it's not a new program. Okay, so this school was already established years ago. I think it established in 2000, but Kaiser recently brought the school out. So the program is new to other people. No one ever knew about it. So I get asked the question a lot, do I have any complaints about it? Would I recommend it? And the answer to that question is always yes. For one, it's a very intimate environment, which is what I like. Very intimate environment, very small school. And I felt that with this semester that the dean, the assistant dean, they made sure to be available to us if we had any problems, if we had any issues. Even with the whole COVID thing, like, and having to go online, they made sure to keep in contact with us. They gave our professors gave us their cell phone numbers if we had any issues or anything like that. So I don't have any complaints about it. Even during midterms, for those who had averages below 80, they sat them down and talked with them and came up with a plan. Well, at least they attempted to anyway. But anyway, so yeah, first semester wasn't bad. Second semester will be starting in a few days, well, next week. I have 4 classes next semester, and yeah, so I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. So do I think CRNA school is hard? Based on first semester, it is doable if you are motivated to do it. It depends on how hard you want it. I mean, it depends on how bad you want it, how hungry you are for it, period. Because guess what? If you don't want to grind and get it, somebody else will. So, and no one's going to push you to do it, period. You know, it is what it is. What else can I tell you guys? I would say I learned about myself this semester is that I don't give myself enough credit for what I can do. You know, I don't know if it's just because of my personality. I never applaud myself for doing good. It's that I always see what I could have done better. But this right here, you will learn how to celebrate the victories, right? And also your failures. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I didn't make below an 80 on an exam or two this semester, because I did. What did I do? Me and my friends went out and we had fun, and then we regrouped and got over it and kept going. You know, it is what it is. Shit's gonna happen. And for those who go through without having grades below 80, damn, good for them. But that wasn't the case for me, at least this semester. So yeah, and also because I'm in a front-loaded program, I am not in clinicals yet, so COVID did not affect me with clinicals. However, second semester we were supposed to do observation days, which go to the OR with the CRNA, but because of COVID, I don't know if we'll get the chance this upcoming semester to do that. So yeah, but other than that, guys, it was a good semester. And you guys follow me on Instagram, because I post literally every day, all day. And I post questions every day and let you guys know what I'm studying. And yeah. Also, I will what kind of videos you want to see from me. Right now, I'm on spring break. I only get 1 week, but 1 week is better than nothing. So yeah. So I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much again for subscribing to my channel. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that button. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.